So as of 2016, presidents are no longer allowed to appoint justices. Therefore, not only should Biden have been forbidden from appointing justices, whoever is in the White House after him will not be allowed to appoint justices either. Because that is the game we are playing. Maybe if the public schools were not utterly pathetic, parents would not be seeking better schools. After that, why pay for school twice? Now, this analogy is a parody of a letter written by Thomas Jefferson. It stated that the church would not be influenced by the state because of the First Amendment, but that the church needs to hold the state accountable. Maybe if Fauci had done anything other than lie, or flip-flop on every other topic, people might trust him. But since he knowingly lied, something that normal people knew already, he cannot be trusted. If climate change is going to destroy us all, why are all of these wealthy Democrats buying oceanfront property? When a bunch of rich people move in with fancy property, the cost of real estate and property taxes goes up. This property fell into a state of disrepair because it was too expensive to maintain. I am sure that the people who said that the world was going to end 10 years ago can afford to snatch up this property. Normal people cannot. 8. Crush that illegal under the law and deport him. Oh, then maybe it is one of those people who burn down buildings over imaginary racism. No? What about the people that lock people in their homes and shut down businesses with no evidence whatsoever? What about the people who spy on civilians without a warrant? And who is this supposed to be? But Donald Trump did not harm the life, liberty, or property of anyone because of that slut. True, only Democrats and their friends get full immunity from the law. So many wonderful examples to learn from. It is a good book to read and learn how to stand up to the Democrats. After all, that is why this country is in distress, denoted by the flag being flown upside down. How about Hamas just stop launching missiles from playgrounds and hospitals? Then they can follow that up by not dropping paratroopers to drag away civilians. And while they are on a roll, they can stop teaching the next generation that all Jews are evil. You do know that Muslims and Arabs under Israeli jurisdiction have full rights under the law, right? All they ask is that you not try and kill everyone that you see. However, if someone wants to harm my family, I may just have to beat that person with a Louisville Slugger until he learns his lesson. Remember when the party stood on principle. By standing on principle, we stopped the Democrats and the slavery that they wanted to expand. Now we must once more stand on principle. We need to put America first. We need to put Americans first. Join President Trump in restoring integrity to the GOP. And together we will make America great again. No, Hunter just finally got caught with all of the things that he did wrong. Things that actually harm life, liberty, and property. But as for Mr. Rogers, I think that he has late-stage Trump derangement syndrome. Unfortunately, at this point, there is no cure. He will continue to give the Biden family a pass no matter what they do. I must have missed the rule that forbids flying a flag that was flown in liberal California for years, being grounds for recusal. I must have missed the rule that noting that a country is in distress is also grounds for recusal. The only problem is that neither of these are causes for recusal. The Democrats just do not want to hear the opinion of some of these justices regarding the mostly peaceful protest of January 6th. Did this artist say the same thing when America was bombing most of these countries to smithereens? I do not know, but he probably turned a blind eye. After all, a lot of people in Israel could say the same thing about the bombings by Hamas. After what Hamas did, they wanted to join the IDF to fight the terrorists. The same thing happened in America right after 9/11. Whether this is right or wrong is another issue. The fact remains that this cycle of violence will sadly not end. At least not until Christ rules and reigns in his earthly kingdom for 1,000 years. And even then, the warmongers, the devil, will still be able to raise up an army.